First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What is up?
Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Play action. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Bears at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
What is up?
To throw, Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Finds Kmet on the quick slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form, and picks a shutout as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And they're going to get a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Rig, hey! Let's go!
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to move back in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get him. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. A pass complete to Odunze. And he will have the Bears first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the air once more, Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 7-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bears have yet again retaken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together.
Buffalo 18, 70, 70 Lions, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Throwing to start the drive. Burgess. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
17, left, crack all 80, crack 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Burgess. He's got him in, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun. Burgess. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 38 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bears 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll go down at the 28. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
What is on?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown Bears. Rome Odunze. As the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Bears 24, Seahawks 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
In motion goes the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
70.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ready.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
Back to throw now on first down.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
Purchases pass.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Toss left side for Walker.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
3rd and 4.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
19 Lions. Dragon 60. 79. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Burgess. That one caught. It's Horton. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
First down, Seahawks.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Come on, come on. Panther 60, Panther 60.
2nd and 1.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Mustang 19. Warriors 17.
Seahawks. First down.
Operating from the gun. Burgess. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Seahawks. First down.
70 Lions.
First and goal at the
Buffalo
3-yard
18.
line.
Big Lion. 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Looking to throw. Burgess. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they'll send the slot in motion left. Operating from the gun. Burgess. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Trey Palmer. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the gun, here's Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
93 yards on the ground here for Swift. And he's got a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
that ties the game 31-31. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Capo.
Gain of 10 yards.
19 Tiger.
They go play action here on first down. That's taken in by Arroyo. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Panther Street. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field.
On the jump.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth.
Ready, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's complete. Lambert Smith down inside the 10.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the first and goal.
Got it. Ready?
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So that now 6 touchdowns for him on the ground here so far this year, Charles. And it's week 3. What kind of a season might he be embarking on?
Well, we both know it helps to have fresh legs early. And they're going to ride him a lot as this year goes on. But one other thing to keep in mind, as you keep having success, you actually have built up some momentum. Your body responds to that as well. So I see no reason for this to slow down anytime soon.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
What is up?
Once again, it's Swift.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Looking to throw is Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Williams. Targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
No forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now he's got a man. Downfield is Horton.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks first
Back
down.
to throw. Burgess.
Smith and Jigba with a grab. He's across midfield.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw. Burgess. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Keandre Lambert-Smith.
41 yards.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the air, Williams. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Ready to run!
And they will take a knee here.
Second down, goal to go. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
I have to laugh a little bit because He actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Santos now to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Red. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Burgess. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 65 catch. 65 catch.
Back to throw. Burgess. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check, Smash. Check. 19. 18.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Okay, ready?
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Looking to throw. Burgess. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here's first down.
Vegas!
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive. Burgess.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.